Hello everybody, it's me, Emily. So my birthday was yesterday and I've decided that I'm going to do a little Q&A type video. Never done one of these before. I didn't ask anybody for questions. I actually have a box of questions, except for this. This is all blank to add. I made this box a couple of years ago, actually quite a few years ago, when I was being told that I was too quiet and that I was being a wallflower and I needed to talk more and, you know, get to know people more. So I made a box of questions that I could ask people. So, let's start. And there's weird questions in here and like normal questions, a bunch of different stuff. Let's see what we pull out. Okay, let's see. Alright, what is your favorite cookie? Ooh, that's a good one. There's so many good cookies. I love Oreos and I love the raspberry cheesecake cookies from Subway. Those have to be two of my favorite. And German chocolates. Those are yummy. Were you ever homeschooled or did you attend public school? My siblings and I were homeschooled for 2 years and the rest of the time we attended public school. I love being homeschooled. I wish I could be homeschooled. Could have been homeschooled the entire time I was in school. Not that I didn't love being in school either. Okay. Favorite sport to watch? Ooh. I'm not really into sports, I guess. Wrestling. I like to watch people wrestle. Like real wrestling, not like WWE, like fake wrestling kind of stuff. I like the real stuff. Alright. Have you ever had a near-death experience? I've had a couple. I've almost gotten in a couple of car accidents. Not my fault. Somebody else's fault. I've never been like seriously hospitalized, so I don't know if that counts. Or had surgery or anything like that. I did cut my leg when I was 4 down to the bone, so luckily it was a clean cut and I cut in like the right spot so that I didn't bleed out. Because that would have sucked. Favorite thing to do in your free time? I love to read, I love to do puzzles, I love to build with Legos. So anything that I can sit down and enjoy, yeah, I'll do it. I dropped a couple. Favorite place to be? That would be the Dominican Republic. I started going on missionary trips there in 2010 and I love being there. I love the culture. I love the people. I love getting to help other people. So the Dominican Republic would have to be one of my favorite places to be. And in the US, my favorite place to be would probably be in my house. Just because I like to chill, you know. Have you ever broken a bone? Which bones have you broken and how did you break it? So I've broken 2 bones in my life. I broke my arm in 7th grade. I was running, we were doing like baseball or whatever, and I was not wearing shoes because they wouldn't let us wear our outside shoes in the gym, and I did not have a locker to put my shoes in, so I was wearing socks, and my feet were wet, and I slipped, and I broke, got a hairline fracture on this part of my arm. And then the other bone that I broke was my tailbone. I was laying on my kitchen floor and I had a bunch of little kids like climbing over me and pretending to step on me, not actually stepping on me. And one of my friends who weighed probably like 200 pounds decided to stand on my spine and broke my tailbone where it connects to my body. I punched him. Yeah. I was not happy. Okay. Have you ever gone backpacking? Does carrying around a rucksack in the military count as backpacking? Because I've done a lot of that. But I've never actually gone like with a backpack, like on hike, other than being in the military. Subway or Quiznos? Well, considering the fact that we don't have Quiznos here, or very many Quiznos here in Vermont, I'm gonna go Subway. And I love Subway. I should just take out a pile of them. Do you prefer the mountains or the beach? Oh, that's a hard one. I love both. I love to go camping and hang out in the mountains, go on hikes, and I really love the beach. I'm gonna peek randomly. Favorite board game? I don't really play a lot of board games. Does Candyland count because I like candy? What was your earliest memory? So for me, my earliest memory was actually a dream. I was 3 and I was really, really sick, and I dreamed about a donkey trying to eat me. Yeah, that was my earliest memory. As weird as it sounds. Okay. I'm trying not to go through them like one by one. I'm trying to just pick randomly. And this one is, can you sing? I can sing, but not very well. I love singing, I just do not have that great of a voice. I cannot sing opera or anything like that. Have you ever been to an ultrasound? I have been to one ultrasound. It was actually 2 ultrasounds, because I had one of my heart. But I went to my sister's ultrasound when she was pregnant with my niece, and that was really cool to see, and to find out that she was a girl at the same time that Kaya did. So that was pretty awesome. Have you ever done geocaching? No, I have not, but I heard it's really cool. And if you don't know what geocaching is a thing where you get like a clue to where something is, like a bracelet or prize or whatever, or just like a spot where people hid writing, and you can go and like find it, which is really cool. If today was your last day on Earth, how would you spend it? If today was my last day, it would stink because the day is almost over, but I would spend it with my family and friends, basically telling them that I love them, and just hanging out, I guess. Not doing anything crazy. Have you ever had a concussion, and how did you get it? I have had one concussion, and I tried running backwards on a treadmill when it was going as fast as it could go, and I flipped off of it and slammed into a wall that was behind it. This was at the opening, the first year, grand opening, whatever, of a hotel, and they didn't have a sign back then that said you had to be a certain age to be in their gym. So my brothers and sisters and I were in there fooling around, and I got hurt. Now they have a sign. Oh, would you rather dress up as Minnie Mouse for the week, or wear uncomfortable clothing for a week that is too small for you? I would rather dress up as Minnie Mouse. I do not like wearing uncomfortable clothing that's too small for me. And I can make a lot of kids happy if I dressed up as Minnie Mouse, because they love Minnie Mouse. What is the most expensive thing you have bought, and how much did it cost? The most expensive thing I have bought is my car, and it was $5,500, and I just paid it off completely, which I'm really happy about. And it's about to change because I'm about to buy a house, so that'll be the next expensive thing that I buy. What kind of people do you like? I like people that are loyal, that tell the truth, that are kind, you know, that are not mean to other people, that, you know, treat people how they want to be treated, I guess. People that are funny, you know, have a sense of humor, can't get through life without it. Would you rather snowmobile or ski? I would love to snowmobile. I've only been on a snowmobile twice in my life, and I would love to snowmobile because I love to go fast. Favorite subject in school? Oh my god, there were so many subjects. I really liked the junior ROTC program that I had at our school. It instilled a lot of confidence in me and basically helped prepare me to go into the military. So yeah, and I loved English because I love reading. Favorite number? I love the number 7. Or 777. Those two are good. Do you enjoy reading? Yes, I love to read. I read all the time. I actually read probably 2 or 3 books a week. And my favorite books would have to be the Harry Potter books. And there's a book called In a Cave with a Lion on a Snowy Day. It's basically about this guy, Benaiah, who, in the Bible, who goes and kills this lion, even though, you know, he doesn't know if he's gonna win. What is the longest you have ever gone camping? So, my parents told us we were going camping, and we ended up camping for like 3 or 4 months. Because we didn't really have a house to go to, so. And luckily it was during the summer, because camping in the winter sucks. How much of an animal lover are you? I love animals so much. When I was a child, Steve Irwin was my hero, and I'm sad that he died. He died the day before my 16th birthday, which was horrible. I cried for like 3 days. I was so upset that he passed away, and I'm glad that his family is carrying on his legacy. Yeah. How important is money for a person? If you basically want to get anywhere in life, you have to have at least some sort of money to feed yourself and clothe yourself and house yourself. But as far as, you know, it being important for your happiness, it's not necessarily that easy. I know a lot of people that have, you know, a lot of money and they're miserable. You know, they're hateful people, they're angry, they're blah, 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 whatever. They never seem to be happy with what they have. They always want more. So, I'm just learning to be happy with what I have and not want more. Being content. Oh, I already answered that one. I got a double in there. Have you ever had stitches? Where and how many? So, I have had over 406 stitches. I've had stitches in my eyebrow. My brother, what was that? No, somebody threw a rock at my eye because they were picking on my brother and I pushed them against a pole, so they threw something at me. I've had stitches here twice. My brother threw a pole at my face accidentally off the roof. I just happened to be in the wrong place. And a couple weeks later, this girl in Head Start tripped me and it reopened, so they had to restitch it. And then I've had, that was probably 3 stitches each time and 1 or 2 up here. And then in my leg, I put my leg through a hole in the window when I was 4 and couldn't get it out, so I broke the window with my other foot. And I had to have 406 stitches because it cut all the way down to the bone and they had to sew the muscle back together, which was not fun. Oof. Which is the worst movie you have ever seen? I don't know. I've seen a lot of good movies. I don't think I've seen too many horrible movies. Ever had any funny or weird dreams? Yes, I have had funny dreams and weird dreams. I'll give you one. We were in Pennsylvania visiting friends, and I was sleeping, and they were talking about moving me off the couch. And I fell back asleep, and I dreamed that they cut me up into pieces and put me in pizza boxes to move me. Do you keep a diary? No. I do not. I do not write very often. I do not like writing. I like to read. I'd rather read a diary than write one. Do you prefer to drive or be driven? I prefer to drive. I like to be in control when I'm driving. I don't like other people driving me. Especially if it's in my car. If it's in my car, I drive. If I'm there. I don't like other people driving my car. Do you like watching horror films and do you scare easily? I am not a big fan of horror films. The last one I watched was The Boy, and the guy coming out at the end of the wall kind of freaked me out. I thought it was just about a doll, like a doll that can move and stuff. Do you scare easily? Oh, it depends on how tired I am. Most of the time I don't scare easily. Like I said, I grew up with 5 siblings. I spent time in the military, so you gotta be tough for both of those things. Favorite pizza? Ooh, I love Hawaiian pizza. I'm gonna pick from a different section. What would make you very happy? The thing that would make me the happiest is I really, really want to be a mom. So, being able to adopt sometime in the future would make me happy. And giving a home to 2 or 3 little kids that don't have a home. What makes you nostalgic? Oh boy. What? What? Do you want to put your shelf together? No, I'm gonna paint before I do that. Interrupting. It's the interrupting cow.
Moo!
Okay. What makes you nostalgic? Just remembering, like, you know, being a kid and always playing with my siblings, having someone to talk to, sitting by a fire, campfire, you know, remembering roasting marshmallows. Last injury you had and what caused it? Pretty sure I bumped my arm or my elbow and I caused it myself because I wasn't paying attention. Happens a lot. Accident prone I am. Oh God. Do you have any nicknames and what are they? So, I guess it's a nickname. My niece and nephew call me Mimi because they couldn't pronounce Emily when they were little, so they call me Mimi and it kind of stuck. People call me M or Emmy Bean, especially family friends that have known me since I was a baby. Other than that, I don't really have any nicknames. How do you handle stress? I get more white hair. That's how I handle stress. I'm pretty good about handling stress. I think I'm kind of like used to things being stressful, so I don't get like panicky or, you know, like all the time like a lot of people can do because they don't know how to handle it. What would a perfect vacation be like for you? I just want to go somewhere warm, like the Dominican Republic or Florida. I eventually want to go to Disney World and go to Harry Potter World. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I want to go there. Or like meet somebody famous. That would be cool. Who is your role model? That is a hard question to answer. Role model. Somebody that I look up to. I'd have to say my pastors, because they've been through a lot of hard stuff, but yet they still, you know, have faith and they just keep going and doing what they need to do, I guess. Worst place you have ever worked? Peerless. It's a clothing place And it wasn't like a bad job. It was, they hire a lot of people they shouldn't hire. They don't drug test or anything, or don't care to. And there are a lot of people there that, you know, do drugs and smoke weed and, you know, whatever. And they don't necessarily do their job correctly, which makes it hard for us because then we have to do all of their work. There was a lot of foreign people that worked there, and some of them, not all of them, but a few of them could be rude, and like they would pretend that they don't speak English even though you know they do, or, you know, because you hear them talking in English to other people, just not you. And a lot of them don't respect women because in their country women are, you know, basically nothing, or just meant to be a wife and a mother. So. And some of the supervisors are not the greatest either. So, what makes a good friend? Somebody who's trustworthy, somebody that you can, you know, lean on when the times are hard and laugh with when the times are good. I'm gonna just slap that in there. What are you passionate about? Oh my god, there's so many things that I love. I am passionate about adoption because I want to be a mom and I want to adopt. And I know there are a lot of people out there that also want to adopt, or, you know, have thought about adopting, and their biggest fear is like money wise, how are they going to do this? Or, you know, should they be adopting? So that is one of my passions. Another one is serving, you know, as much as I can, helping other people out. I go to the Dominican Republic almost every year. I serve there and we do different stuff. We hand out food, we paint schools and houses and build houses, and we go and pray for people. We talk to people and figure out what their needs are. We helped flood victims a couple years ago, went around and prayed for them and helped them out with stuff, which was really sad to see them go through that, but really good that we got to talk to them and pray with them. Here in Vermont, I do different stuff. I've done Feed My Starving Children. I help out at the local food shelf sometimes. I just do whatever I can to help other people and make other people feel better. So, I'm looking outside because it's getting dark. What is one of your pet peeves? I really don't like people who are mean to other people, especially people with disabilities. That drives me crazy. Can't stand it. And if you're wondering why I'm moving around so much, it's because my back hurts. Because I'm sitting the wrong way. When you consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert? I'm more of an introvert. I tend to be quiet until I get to know people, and then I tend to talk too much. So, but when I don't know somebody, then I don't talk hardly at all. Would you rather play water volleyball or play Marco Polo? That's a hard one because they're both water games and I love being in the pool, so in the water. What color is your house? It is brown. It's dark brown, but we're going to be painting it gray. Share with us 2 truths and a lie about yourself. Okay, I'm 28. I love pickles, and I'm trying to think. I love to read. If you couldn't tell what the truth was, I'm 28 and I love to read. I don't like pickles. Pickles are disgusting. Gross. Do you still have your tonsils? Yes, yes I do. I hope I never have to have them removed. Have you ever been in a car accident? I went off the road once because I had bald summer tires in the middle of winter. And I've never been in a car accident where a car hits another car. So, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in a car accident, and I don't want to be. Knock on wood. Are you fond of cooking? No, I'm not. I don't like to cook. I like to eat. I like to bake. Baking's easy. Favorite cold beverage? I recently got into drinking ginger ale, and I love cream soda. I love chocolate milk and water. Which would you rather have, $50,000 or true love? I would rather have true love because money doesn't last. And I would spend it too fast. Probably spend it on buying the house. Favorite teacher? I would say the junior ROTC teachers, Colonel O'Connell and First Sergeant Ramey. They were really good to me and instilled a lot of confidence in me. So, favorite color? I love blue and lime green, and now I love gray. My new favorite color. If you were invisible, where would you go? Oh my gosh. Invisible. I don't know. I'm not sure I would go anywhere. Just stay in my house. Have you ever been outside of the U.S. and where did you go? So, like I said, I've been to the Dominican. This coming trip that I'm going on will be my 7th trip to the DR. And I've been to Canada twice. Once to go to La Ronde, which is an amusement park, and the other one to go to another place that was like had pools and slides and stuff. Have you ever hiked up Mount Mansfield? No, but I want to. It's on my list of things to do. What is the most rewarding experience you have had and what made it so? Like I said, I love to serve other people and just help other people out, and that is the most rewarding experience you can get. Just seeing, a person smile or, be happy because you did something for them. And one of them was when we built the house for this mom and her 3 kids. Just, seeing them be happy and knowing that they had a place to live that was not falling down around them was awesome. Do you think you're a spontaneous person? Yes, I love to do different things. I love to be crazy. Do you like surprises? Yes, yes I do. Surprises are awesome. Can you dance? No, I cannot. I will fall on my face if I try to dance. Do you prefer a bath or a shower? I prefer shower. Oh, I'm not going to answer that one because it's too long. What is the scariest movie you have ever seen? Like I was saying before, I watched The Boy. I did not like that movie. And also the Leprechaun movies, if you have ever seen those. Favorite book? Again, Harry Potter. Is it easy for you to make friends? No, it's not. I find it very difficult because I find it hard to open up to people and trust people. And also I have social anxiety disorder, so I find it hard to make friends with people. Would you rather spend a week in James's Giant Peach or spend a week in Charlie's Chocolate Factory? I would love to spend a week in Charlie's Chocolate Factory, just eating stuffing my face. Are there times when you really need a hug? Do you hug people often? Yes, there are times when I need a hug. No, I do not hug people that often, unless I know them really well. Funniest thing you've ever seen. Recently, my niece was running through her friend's house and the sliding glass door was shut and she banged her head off of it. And it wasn't just the fact that she smacked her face into a door, which, come on, that's funny. She didn't think it was funny. It was the sound she made, so when she hit it, she went doing. It was hilarious. That's why I was laughing at her. Worst reaction you've had to medication? I don't usually have bad reactions. The only reaction I've ever had was I was getting lactated ringers, which is basically like saline solution, and I had like a rash on my arm. Hannaford or Price Chopper? I shop at both, so. Are you into charity? Yes. I already answered that one. Have you ever wanted to write a book? I would love to write a book, I just don't have the patience to do so. And I probably never will. Is there anything you've always wanted to do but have been afraid to? I want to jump out of a plane. That's what I want to do. But I'm afraid to do it. And I don't think they have it in Vermont anywhere. What is your worst best memory of high school and why? My worst memory would be... it wasn't high school, but it was in the same school system. Smashing my face into the floor the second day that I was in school. And best memory of high school was graduating. Would you rather see a volcano erupt or watch a tsunami? Gonna say neither, but if I had a choice, I'd probably watch a tsunami, because if you're close enough to a volcano, you'll burn. Tsunami, you might have a chance to outrun it or live. Have you ever been arrested? No, I've never been arrested. Favorite ice cream? Chocolate chip cookie dough or cookies and cream. That's the one. Did you ever run away from home as a child? I ran away twice because I was mad over something. Are you able to fall asleep with the lights on? Not unless I'm extremely, extremely tired. Do you like daredevil activities? Yes, yes I do. I love to do crazy things. If you could meet any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be and why? I'd love to meet Steve Irwin. I would love to meet Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. And I'd love to meet Daniel Radcliffe. Or... well, and this person's not dead because he ascended to heaven. So he died, but he came back. Technically didn't die again. Jesus. Tell me one wish that has been fulfilled and one that hasn't. So, I have gotten my own car. I'm working on getting my own house, and those have been fulfilled, sort of. And the one that hasn't is that I'm going to adopt someday. Someday soon. What? Nope. Do you think a guy should ask a girl's father for his blessing before asking her to marry him? Yes, I do. I think that is a respect thing. It, shows respect for the dad and the mom because they're the ones that raised her. And I think all guys should do that. Unless, obviously, her father is not in the picture and she has her mom is a single mom, then I would ask her mother. How many siblings do you have and what are their names? I have 5 siblings. 5. I'm number 4. So Eric, Adam, Aziza, me, Ian, and Kaya. Are you someone who makes an effort to bargain? No, I hate bargaining. I just want to pay and be done. I don't like conflict. If you had to live under the sea, what kind of animal would you be? I would be a dolphin, because I love dolphins. Who was your first crush? I'm going to have to say Steve Irwin, because I thought he was taught when I was little, but obviously he's married, so. Do you have any medical training? I was a lifeguard. I was in a medical unit in the military, so I got a lot of training that, yeah. No. Nope. Were you ever teased about anything in school? Yes, I was, and my battery's gonna die, so this will have to be quick. I was picked on because I sometimes had short hair, and people thought I was lesbian because of it, and because I didn't really date, so, but I kind of just ignore people and keep my nose in my book. Have you ever been a victim of racism? Yes. My bunkmate in basic was a African American girl, or black person basically, and she did not like white people. She didn't, wasn't really mean the whole time we were there, but her father, when he found out that I was a white person sleeping underneath his daughter, freaked out on me, and I was kind of happy to get out of there. Do you think you're stubborn? Yes, I'm very stubborn. I've been stubborn since before I came out of my mother. Are you camera friendly? I hope so. I hope the camera loves me since I'm always filming myself. Where did you grow up? I was born in Pennsylvania, but I moved to Vermont when I was 5, and I've been all over the state of Vermont. Do you have a twin or know anyone who is a twin? As a matter of fact, I was a twin. My twin got reabsorbed into my mom. Didn't know that could happen. Didn't even know I had a twin until I was like 8, and I asked my mom if anybody in the family had a twin, and then she told me I had a twin. Or, I basically said, I feel like I have a twin, and she was like, yeah, you did. So I would have had a twin, which would have been cool, and I know a couple people that are twins. People always get me and my sister confused as twins, even though we're not. If you had to change your name, what would it be? Oh, gosh. I don't know. I love the name Lear, even though that is Spanish. It means to read, and I love to read, so it kind of fits. What is the one possession you hope to acquire someday? Oh, I don't even know. I'm not really a material person, so I don't really want anything specific. Share one memory from your childhood. Oh, my goodness. When we were living in Wheelock, we used to live right underneath the highway, and my siblings and I would always go up and play on the rocks underneath the highway or next to it, and just play in the caves and stuff.